Hello and welcome again to Fix.Set.Sell. Thank you for joining us. We are here today at this spectacular mansion on Normandywoods Court in Holladay, Utah, 2039 East Normandywoods Court. We are just north of the coveted Walker Lane neighborhood of Holladay, Utah, in this spectacular cobblestone covered cul-de-sac nestled back here in this beautiful, beautiful part of East Holladay. We are entering into this home, into this beautiful formal entry and stairwell. We have a split stairwell going up with a spectacular custom oak beehive stair railing going up and spilling out into a formal living room, formal dining room, and this grand foyer area all coupled together to be able to entertain in lifestyle fashion. All right, now this is a big, grand, formal living room, a very highly sought after commodity that is hard to find in homes anymore. This home was built in 2000, and this formal living room is amply sized to be able to accommodate a very large gathering, or we wanted to break it down and show people in a smaller, intimate seating area that it could be great for just two people coming to sit and visit. In this space, what we did before we actually staged the home, this living room was mauve. It was 1980s authentic mauve, and that's great from the 80s. And you know, I always say if you wait long enough, colors are going to circle back around and mauve will be back in, and so you'll be great. But for right now, we want to focus on what is currently trending in the design market and the color palette to be able to make that emotional connection that you've heard me talk so often about. For that buyer walking through the door, we want them to say, I see myself in this space. This feels like a magazine. This feels like what I'm looking at on social media in model homes and in new construction. So we painted the walls zinc gray, and look what it did to the woodworking here. Absolutely made it pop. All of this spectacular pediment and crown molding, and then behind us, over here on this side, the fantastic pediment here going out into the entry area totally pops with this gray. In the furnishing department in here, we brought in a very eclectic mix of furnishings. We wanted this room to have a little bit of historical, nostalgia connection to it. So we tied in a few of the old world elements with our Rococo table here and our old world frame over here, but then added contemporary accents and elements with modern, mid-century modern, traditional, eclectic, natural, all kinds of one-of-a-kind pieces. The artwork over the sofa was a reclaimed $10 canvas from Deseret Industries, done in a drizzled paint fashion. This is one of the styles of artwork that I create, so my homes have one-of-a-kind artwork pieces in them to give it a one-of-a-kind personality pop. Now we venture to the other side of the grand formal entry into this spectacular formal dining room. Again, another very sought after feature in today's market of home buyers. Over the fireplace, we have another original piece of art, and look what this did to an old world fireplace. The mixture and complementary nature of something very contemporary and against something very old world is very pleasing to the eye, and at a subliminal level creates an eclectic nature that is very appealing for today's buyer. They want a singular signature to their home, while it feeling updated and trending, they want to feel like it's uniquely theirs. So what we did in this space is we painted the walls gray, and again, the woodwork popped out. It was a kind of a vanilla beige in here before, not quite as outdated as the mauve, but still nothing dramatic. And we wanted to be able to tie these two spaces together to make this entire grand foyer entry area, the formal living and the formal dining, feel like one grand space for entertaining. Lots of ample light in this room, but the fireplace really makes for long hours of lingering, dining, and gathering in this gorgeous estational home. This vignette grouping is a perfect balance of what I've been talking about being able to find treasures in unusual places. So I'm just going to kind of go through the inventory of what is sitting here on this cabinet, where everything came from, so that you can see that, you know, there's not one specific place where I go to shop, neither should you. The interest that comes to a space with the home decor really does happen with an evolution of pieces that just marry well together. This was a $5 canvas from Deseret Industries, already framed. I covered it and drizzled it with existing paint that I had already, left the canvas in there and the frame just as it is, didn't do anything to the frame. This was from Ross. This was a $20 piece. It is an imported, custom hand-thrown vase from Portugal. This lamp was from TJ Maxx Home Goods, a $24 lamp, already with a lampshade and glass finial. The shell was from also Deseret Industries, $5 from Deseret Industries, and this fantastic mid-century cabinet was a treasure hunter's find at the Down East Home biannual tent sale, and it was $75. So when you look at this grouping right here, it looks like $1 million. All of these things came from very untraditional, unconventional spaces, and yet they just work. Now draw your eye over here to the dining room table itself. This also was a Down East Home tent sale find, $75 on the table. It actually is pecan, it matches the wood on this wonderful console cabinet. And these right here still have the price tags from At Home, $17.99 on these, and these ghost chairs are also from At Home, Home Goods Superstore for $99. The Brindle cowhide rug was a find off KSL for $175. Fantastic things are out there waiting for you. You just have to be courageous enough and have enough confidence in yourself and trust your taste, that when you bring different random items home, you're going to find a home for them where they marry well with something else that you've already found. This fantastic executive home office library is almost enough to make you never want to leave. If this was my home and this is the space I had to work in, I seriously would have a hard time coming out for food. It is a spectacularly cozy, intimate, inviting space that just calls upon people to linger. Custom cherry wood cabinets, new patterned carpet, beautiful, beautiful paneling on the walls, and built-ins everywhere you look. The light that floods in here during the day is wonderful, and yet not harsh, so harsh that it would be hard to work on a laptop or something in here with reflection. Spectacular built-ins here behind the sofa, and wonderful executive height fireplace on the other side of the wall. Now, one of the things we did in here, this was actually a playroom for the homeowners living here because it was conveniently placed off the kitchen, and because they did not have a need for an executive home office, this would have made a fantastic playroom. Unfortunately, when you are selling a home, you really do have to take into consideration how people would be emotionally placing themselves within that space. And because in an executive setting, this needed to feel very executive, very high-end, those were the types of furnishings we brought in. We kept the lines and the colors very clean, not to compete with the woodworking here. So this has a very fun, updated, masculine feel with the things that we have furnished. And yet, I as a woman would be totally comfortable working in this space. Very warm, very inviting, very clean, and focused on organization. Over here, the fireplace. I love the position of this because you could sit here on the sofa, here at the desk, and take in the view here at the fireplace. You can have executive meetings here, or family interviews with your children, or anything that you desired in this space as far as kind of being separate and away from the house. It has a beautiful French door that closes it off to the rest of the house, making it very private and yet very conveniently located right off the great room and kitchen of the main level. Can you imagine cooking in this kitchen? Fantastic gourmet appliances, Thermador, Sub-Zero, 2 dishwashers, ice maker, 3 ovens. Fantastic amenities are just everywhere you look. Timeless cherry wood cabinetry really do complete the timeless nature of this home. And this gorgeous dove gray brindle granite countertop is just a stunning centerpiece to this home. You know, it really wouldn't even have to have a secondary kitchen table. You could even make this another sitting room over here because the counter is so large and ample. Wonderful for catering big gatherings in this palatial main floor of this home. As we continue over here into this area, there is a huge bay window here, and there's actually another leaf and 2 more chairs to this dining room table, so it could easily fit 9 to 10 people at this table, as well as if you had a circular table in this space, you could easily fit 12. So no excuses. You have ample room to dine here and ample room to dine in your formal living in your formal dining room off of that foyer and formal living entry. Okay, Okay, so here we are in this luxurious master suite of this home. This is on the level just up the stairs, and it is separated from the rest of the bedrooms in this home. There are 7 bedrooms, and this master bedroom sits all by itself off to the west side of the home and secluded away into a serious retreat. We have over here a grouping that we brought in, and all of this area here, what we did, the only thing that we did in here was bring in the bedding and the pillows, and the artwork, and some of the accents over the fireplaces. But the home already had the bedspread, the nightstands, and the lamps. This was a fantastic launching pad for us to come in and just accent what they had already started, and we definitely wanted to not compete with this gorgeous fireplace. Just a beautiful, beautiful sandstone fireplace in the master, really making this feel more like a retreat. Over here in this corner we have a grouping, and because this master bedroom is so ample, you could really have all different kinds of storage options, but we decided to make more of a sitting area here to really bring home the fact that this is a sanctuary and a retreat to come to at the end of the day and just be separate from the rest of the world. And then we enter into this luxurious spa bath here in the master. In the shower we have 3 shower heads, so one at the top for a rain shower, one over here that's situated a little bit higher for a taller person, and one a little bit shorter. So lots of thought and detail into here, also a sitting bench. Just accenting this shower with eliminating the personal items and adding greenery pops in there. Really do pull your eye in there and make it feel clean and inviting. Over here in the sun and tub area, just having a small grouping that denotes that this is a luxury spa area is key in playing up the features in any kind of a luxury home. The vanity area over here, these gorgeous mirrors and built-ins with the double sinks and brass. Fortunately for this homeowner, brass is back in. Gold is everywhere you go, and so the gold accents in this bathroom really look spot on, trendy. As far as master closets go, this one is amazing. The homeowners did a fantastic job of editing this space, making everything be clean and organized, really allowing the real estate in there to shine through. Your eye immediately goes up in the closet to a cedar-lined master closet that is windowed and also filled with built-ins for organizing everything from jewelry to shoes to hats and sporting equipment so that you can find everything.